are back for Give Local York 2024. I am broadcasting live from WellSpan Park, the home of the York Revolution. We have just under 8 hours left to go in Give Local York 2024. So far, $2.29 million raised for York County nonprofits. In this hour, we're going to go to $2.3 million. We've got a full house of awesome nonprofiteers here. So far today, $2.2 million, almost 2.3, 7,369 individual donors from York County and beyond, 11,400 gifts. It just keeps going. To 319 organizations. Chris, that's always my favorite thing. Hour to hour, we're seeing more organizations receive donations from all of these wonderful donors.
It's been an incredible day so far. And, we've really, this has been nonstop action all day long. I know a lot of you guys have been watching from all around town, all around the county. So we're doing the best we can to squeeze in all the action and all the fun that we can. Philip, I do want to take a minute, though, to acknowledge some of the history of Give Local York real quick, just before we jump in with Jeremy. Who is this gentleman that's appearing on our screen here?
That's Mr. Pulo. Who is Bob Pulo? I love that. And I do love, Chris, that every $100,000 that we raise for Give Local York, we get a woo from Mr. Pulo. We're like $10,000 away from the next one. But Mr. Pulo, this is really his vision, his baby, his brainchild. And then, of course, executed by Megan and now Megan and Kate. The first Give Local York 7 years ago. That's so many years ago. First Give Local York was May 4th, 2018.
What do you remember about that day, Phil?
I don't know, man. You're making me cry already. Can you just pump the brakes on that? What do I remember about the day? Well, we were in Central Market, a great venue for Give Local York, and we jammed a lot of people and a lot of party into that evening for sure, right there in Central Market. But I think the most exciting thing, I don't know what your next slide is, but seeing the evolution of Give Local York over the last 7 years and then throughout COVID, the
this was a fun
response
one.
that not only the organizers and the sponsors of Give Local York, the board members of the White Rose Leadership Institute, to make sure that Give Local York continued during the pandemic, but the response from the York community. Year after year, total individual donations up, total funds raised up, participating organizations up, number of gifts up. Give Local York just gets better and better and better as time goes on. And we got a woo from Bob Moul. So another $100,000 raised, $2.3 million today for Give Local York.
Philip, I'm going to keep milking this amazing crowd that we have here just for one more second. I asked this morning, so we'll test and see if you guys were watching this morning. 6 years of Give Local York. This is so far, this is the 7th year. How much money do you think has been raised for local nonprofits and organizations over the years? And this is Price is Right style. Don't go over or my graphic will look bad.
12 million. That's a good guess.
It is more than 12 million. It is more than 19 million. The answer is
$20.5 million.
That's pretty good, Jeremy. $20,609,176.15. And Philip, that's not counting $2.3 million so far today.
I would like to point out, as we transition to my conversation with Jeremy, that the financial advisor in the room is the one that got the closest guess to just $100,000 shy. Absolutely. So, Chris, let's bring in Jeremy from Rogers and Associates. Jeremy, I look forward to our conversation. I love talking to the sponsors. I love talking to nonprofits, of course. But I love talking to the sponsors today because really, without your participation, the individual donors' participation, Give Local York could not happen. This is the 4th year, I believe, that Rogers and Associates has been supporting Give Local York. Thank you so much for your support.
Of course.
My favorite part of our story is that you yourself are not a York Countian. You are from Lancaster. Rogers and Associates, also from Lancaster.
Yeah.
So first, let's dive into who Rogers and Associates are, Let's talk about why York. Why are these Lancaster folks here supporting us?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Rogers and Associates, you mentioned earlier, I am a financial planner. Rogers and Associates as a company is a wealth management firm that helps people get to retirement and, more importantly, helps them stay retired. That's a really important thing to note. And why we love being a part of this day and why we chose to be a part of this day 4 years ago is because we believe what we do for clients is help them become financially healthy, and it's not just for them. Yep. It affects their family, it affects their community, it affects their neighbors, and it allows them to give back not just with their money, but also their time. And what you guys facilitate here is amazing for the York County community, but it has regional impact. Yep. And we love that. We love being a part of this day and many give days around the central Pennsylvania region. So that's one of the reasons when Megan approached us a couple years ago about being stretchable sponsors, we jumped right on board and have been doing it ever since.
I love that. And it's, you're spot on. It's a testament that we have so many nonprofits that the reach that they have extends beyond York County.
Yeah.
JJ and I were talking earlier. We're seeing donations from as far away as Hong Kong. We're seeing donations from Tennessee. We have people from all over the country that have this connection to York that are making their contribution to York area nonprofits. But I think you're absolutely right. So many of these nonprofits, indirectly or directly, are operating outside of York County, and the impact is absolutely regional.
It is.
So Jeremy, what we've been doing this a few years now. What gets you excited about Give Local York? I think that you really love the energy that we have in this room.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what makes you do this year after year.
Well, I mean, other than coming and seeing your guys' face every year, what really gets us energized and motivated to keep coming back is the continuous improvement. So Megan has reached out to us after every single Give Local York day and asked for our feedback. Most of the time we don't, because she's already on top of many things that we haven't thought about that you guys are looking to implement in the very next season, the very next year. And that's amazing, because what that shows to us is there is a really deep purpose to this day, rather than just putting on a good party and a good show. It really is about the impact, and it's about getting as many people involved as possible, because we believe when you do that, when you get a lot of people involved, it gets the whole community on board. And when you have the whole community on board, the sky is the limit for what you guys can do together. So yeah, it's really awesome to be a part of.
Awesome, man. We'll leave it at that. I wish I could just wrap up for the day. You pretty much just said it all. Thank you, as always. I'll see you back here next year. You got to get over here for a Revs game sometime, but thanks for coming over to York, man.
Well,
appreciate it.
thanks, Phil.
Yep.
Jeremy, thanks so much for being here.
Of course.
All right.
Back in 30 seconds.
Back in 30 seconds. Thanks, man.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. Are you hanging out even?
In the heart of York County, Pennsylvania, just 3 miles north of the city of York, stands a musical legacy tracing its roots to the late 1800s. The village of Emmetsville, located in Manchester Township, is less than 1.5 square miles in total area. But despite its small size, an eponymous community band has continued to call this village its home for over 150 years. The Emmetsville Band is a community concert band that has been providing musical entertainment to the region since its founding in 1872. The Emmetsville Band is not just a community band, it's a musical family, a cultural staple, and an historic York County legacy. From small village origins as a company band for the Acme Wagon Company to the oldest community band in the county with its own band hall, the Emmetsville Band stands as a testament to the enduring power of music and community.
All right, Chris, I'm very excited that we have Michael from the Emmetsville Band here. I am more excited, Michael, this is your first year participating, correct?
It is, yeah.
All right. You had a $1,000 goal that you have already crushed. So let's give it up for the Emmetsville Band.
Thank you.
We love first-year participants, and we love even more when they smash their goal. So congratulations. But Michael, so first-year participant, Emmetsville Band. Tell us about the Emmetsville Band.
Sure. Well, thank you for the introduction. The Emmetsville Band is a York County-based community concert band that's been around since 1872, as the video said. So we've been around quite a while. We perform all around York County at a variety of community events, including nursing homes, carnivals, parades, festivals. Really, any event where music is appropriate to have either as in the background or as a formal concert, we'd love to be a part of it.
That's awesome. Now, I will say personally, just very quickly, I grew up in Manchester, so passing the home of the Emmetsville Band all the time is just such a memory for me, even more so now. My pretzel bakery actually is right behind your facility. So there's a strip of grass and then my pretzel bakery. So I just love the Emmetsville Band. I'm an Emmetsville Band nerd, and I was excited to see there's a documentary that's coming out, just came out. Tell me all about that.
Yes, it's a documentary, a 90-minute documentary special about what I put together about the history of the band, because a lot of people don't know how historical we are. I mean, you think about York County, the first capital of the United States. There's a lot of music history here too, and in fact, the YDR had an article about us in the paper.
Hold that. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, just like that. So we've made headlines with this front page news back in February. I would encourage everyone to watch it. You can find it on YouTube, you can find it on our Facebook, as well as our Give page. But you mentioned you were from Manchester. That building that you're talking about is not a church.
Yeah.
It's a band hall.
Yeah.
And I want to make that clear because we actually, as an organization, have owned that since 1918.
Everybody thinks it's a church.
That's right.
It's not. Church.
We are essentially landlords. We rent to the church, but it gives us a home and a rallying point and a place to be proud of and call our home. And it's a nice way to, collectively come every Monday night as a band and unite and play and make music with one another. It really becomes a second family.
That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about some of the upcoming concerts, performances that you guys have coming up. You've got a 50th anniversary performance at the State Museum. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, lots of stuff. Well, actually, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, we're playing for the Special Olympics at the York College, so there's something there. We have over 25 performances throughout the season. The one I mentioned there is actually in Harrisburg. That's a one-off special thing that we're doing to celebrate an anniversary that we had in 1974 of playing at the State Museum. But all of our other events are based in York, and you can find all of those events on our Facebook page. You can come see us and support us, even if not monetarily, through attending our free performances throughout the county each season.
I absolutely love that, man. Your Give page, so if you're sitting at home, givelocalyork.org, just search for Emmetsville Band comes up. You guys are a part of the Cultural Arts Alliance match, and lots of great content, lots of great photos here on your profile page. You also may be one of, I was trying to figure it out, maybe one of 3 nonprofits that also have a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, that was something special that I worked on this past year. People don't realize how much work it takes to actually get approved for a Wikipedia page, but it was something that I wanted to invest some time in. Pretty special, I think it helps bolster your presence on Google searches. So all part of our mission of spreading the joy of making music with one another across the county. We have people in the band who are 12 years old, who are 90 years old, and everyone in between. I started when I was 12, and I'm 25 now, so I've been in the band for over half my life.
Well, Philip, I want to jump in here. In the notes that we have on our schedule, I asked, do you want to bring some props? And you guys said, we're musicians, so we could potentially play our instruments, although 2 people wouldn't really be much. And I'm going to disagree big time with that, and I'm going to put you guys on the spot. We'd love to have you back next year and bring down a couple instruments.
Absolutely.
I think that'd be super. You see kind of the vibe here now that we're going for. And that's what we do year after year. We continue to grow. So glad to hear you guys are smashing your goal, and we're going to root you on the rest of the day. Do you have anything else to add?
Thank you.
Real quick before we wrap up, I do want to say that 100% of Give Local York proceeds are going to the cost for performing at retirement communities.
That's correct. That's very important. All of the money really is going to retirement communities this year.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Congratulations. We'll see you next year.
Thank you. Take care.
Give Local York 2024 is made possible by the support of our generous sponsors. Our Give Local York host is the White Rose Leadership Institute. Our presenting sponsor is Giant. Our stretch pool supporters include the Arthur J. and Lee R. Glatfelder Foundation, Pulo Family Fund, Glatfelder Insurance Group, United Way of York County, Cultural Alliance, York County Community Foundation, Memorial Health Fund, Stewart Companies, M&T Bank, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Rogers & Associates, Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, Republic Services, UPMC, PNC, and Utz Brands. Our Big Give Party sponsor is Rock Commercial Real Estate. Our Stephanie Seton Scholarship sponsor is White Rose Credit Union. Our kickoff and finale sponsor is WellSpan Health. Our event sponsors include the Yorktown Hotel, Powder Mill Foundation, People's Bank, Wagman, McConkey, Highmark, Univest, CGA Law Firm, Shipley Energy, Graham Group, and Walmart. Our prize sponsors include Fulton Bank, Pennsylvania College of Art and Design, Explore York, First Capital Federal Credit Union, CS Davidson Inc., York Revolution, Members First FCU, Vassio, People's Bank, ACNB Bank, York County Community Foundation, Grit, SEC CPAs and Advisors, Steve and Jen Tansey, Southwire, Financial Advisory Group, Wagman, CNS Wholesale Grocers, CGA Law Firm, OSS Health, Core Design Group, Working Progress, Highwire Improv, and Jonathan M. Desmaris. Our media partners include Fox 43, Warm 103.3, ABC 27 WHTM, News Talk 93.9, 96.1 SOX, and the York Daily Record. Our event partners include RKL, Lamar, To the T Outfitters, Ansat Communications, I Am Here LLC, Weary Arts Group, and Assorted Studios.
The nutritional support to make healthy food choices. Early childhood. In York County, 1 in 3 people struggle to make ends meet. Community Progress Council is here to help people make progress in their journey towards self-sufficiency. Your gift during Give Local York provides families with a financial education to buy their first home, the nutritional support to make healthy food choices, early childhood education that ensures their children have a head start, and the coaching needed to reach their goals. An end to poverty starts here.
So as always, I am joined by Robin Rohrbaugh, President CEO of Community Progress Council. Chris is adjusting my camera. That's all right. Your pineapple shirt is in full view, so it's good. Robin, here in my notes, I've got funds raised over the past 5 years through Give Local are a lifeline for low-income families working hard to break the cycle of crisis and move beyond poverty. Can you talk a little bit about what that looks like on a day-to-day, month-to-month, quarterly basis for you and your team and the incredible work that you guys do?
Sure. So at Community Progress Council, we partner with folks who are interested in moving beyond poverty to financial independence. And we do that by wrapping services around them. No one service can help get people out of poverty. It takes a comprehensive, integrated array of services. And we deliver that by creating a deep and lasting relationship with families through our coaching services. We partner with folks, we walk alongside them and help them to put together a network of programs that help them get ahead. The issue that we address with dollars raised through Give Local is what's called a benefits cliff. So low-income folks receive various public benefits. As their income increases, which we all want to see that happen, their benefits decrease at a rate faster than their pay increase can compensate for. So it leaves them with a gap in funding. And so Community Progress Council will step forward in that situation in partnership with folks who we are actively coaching. And they get a flat tire. For some folks, that can set them back and lose their job, so on and so forth, health insurance, whatever it may be. We try really hard not to allow that to happen. So we will provide money for things that are sort of an emergency situation that they just don't have the extra dollars for. We help people to pay for education and training that they may need to get ahead. Whatever it's going to take to get a step forward, we're going to partner with those folks and try and make that happen.
You got all of the great CPC team members are on the Facebook comments right now. Yep. Blowing you up. So, you talked about...
They blow me up on a regular, by the way.
And the St. Louis Community Foundation. Hello from St. Louis.
Wow,
Look
great.
at So what helps break that cycle for people, and what is CPC's role in that cycle breaking?
Sure. I think what helps break the cycle is the fact that Community Progress Council partners with families for the long term. It's not a situation where somebody can stabilize and then get out of poverty. It takes years of really practicing new skills, learning new skills to get out of poverty and stay out of poverty. I would like to say our superpower is that we are the largest provider of services to low and moderate income families in York County. So through our Head Start, Early Head Start, Pre-K, and WIC program, we serve over 8,000 to 9,000 families with kids under the age of 5. And so we talk every day, all day, about how do we partner with those families in particular and work diligently to teach them the skills to get them out of poverty. If that happens, those children are witnessing different skill sets from their parents, and we can help to interrupt generational poverty. So your investment in Community Progress Council today isn't just about one family, it's about changing the status of our community and the degree of need in our community for generations to come.
I just want to say you stole every follow-up question or comment that I would have had, so I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Over 50% of your goal raised, thanks to all of you at home, $35,597. You've got a $60,000 goal. Before we wrap up, I know that Community Progress Council always doing great programmatic themed events on Give Local. Last night I was at Grand Falloons for your happy hour kickoff. What does the rest of the day hold for you?
Well, today we're stationed at Iron Horse. That's kind of our place on Give Local Day. We are there encouraging people to make donations out front of the building. We're talking to folks. We have drink specials there this evening. A portion of the price of every drink will come back to Community Progress Council for 2 mojito version drinks. So come on down, have a cocktail with us, and give back to your community.
I love it. And you're part of the PNC Early Childhood Match, getting that triple match, which is incredible. You're part of the United Way of York County Stretch Pool. And if you're looking at home, you're wondering what am I covering with these donations? $25 providing a gas card to help a participant get to work or class. In York County, transportation and access to transportation is such a huge hurdle for our residents to overcome. $50 can purchase professional attire for job interviews and employment. $100 subsidizing a month of food for a family who loses their benefits. Robin just talked about that cycle. And then $500 covering the cost of books or materials for a college course. Robin, thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you do. Congratulations so far on what will be another successful Give Local York for Community Progress.
Yeah, your mouth to God's ears.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Shout out to Sarah Chain, by the way.
Woo,
hanging back there. making great videos. Thanks, Robin.
Thank you.
I need to do that exercise that they were just doing after Give Local right now. Yeah, I need that in my life right now. Very excited to be joined by Jenna and Tammy from Windy Hill on the campus Senior Center. We just saw an excellent video. I just want to say this is my favorite part of the day because I get to see organizations over the 50% fundraising goal for their organization. So Windy Hill has a $50,000 goal today. So far, $25,569 raised. Incredible. 255 donors. So for folks at home that may not be familiar with Windy Hill, obviously they saw some of the amazing programs that you offer, but tell us about Windy Hill.
All right. So Windy Hill is a drop-in community center for active, independent, older adults. We serve roughly 210 people a day that come into our doors, which is a lot higher than what we have seen in the past. So I think Give Local York is part of that reason.
That's great. Say 200 a day?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and they come from all over the county, not just our local Spring Grove area. We're one of 14 different senior centers in York County.
Good News Consulting checking in and saying that they love Windy Hill and Tammy and Jenna.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tina.
We love you too.
I think that Windy Hill, you're spot on with the impact going beyond just where you are. We've been saying from Spring Grove to Spry, from Hanover to Hellam, you have that impact for sure. Each year, is this correct? Providing 21,000 hot lunchtime meals to 700 adults, no charge. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Tammy, can you talk a little bit about Give Local York, the impact that you feel from this event? I'm looking just on your profile right now. You've got some matches set up from H&H General Excavating. You've got a Church and Dwight company match. You've got Ledge Inc. matching. You're part of the Community Foundation and Memorial Health Fund stretch pools. How impactful is this $50,000 or more that Windy Hill will raise today?
It's been huge. I mean, this is our 7th year, so we were there from the very beginning, but it has become our largest fundraiser of the year. And it's also enabled us to market our programming to the rest of the county and also to pull in donors that aren't necessarily engaged in our community, in the Windy Hill community. So it's been really huge for Windy Hill.
That's awesome. Jenna, can you talk a little bit about the upcoming renovation of your space? Is it underway right now?
It's not quite started yet, but we are raising funds for it.
Awesome.
Our building will be owned by the YMCA of the Roses coming up soon, and there will be renovations taking place at that point.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then future program offerings, expanding, growing, strengthening what you're doing.
Yeah.
I guess if you're serving over 200 people a day, that's pretty crazy. So talk a little bit about some of the regular programming that people can experience at Windy Hill.
Okay, so currently we do have.
Grab the mic.
Oh, sure.
There's a mic in front of you. There's a second mic.
Awesome. All right, that works. So yes, we have a lot of fitness programs right now, but we are moving away from that a little bit because of the YMCA coming in. They're going to be taking over a lot of those fitness programs. So we do have some arts programs, dancing programs, bingo, games, lifelong learning, intergenerational opportunities. So we're trying to expand all of those and see what people are interested in and what we can do for them.
Can you tell me about the holiday cheer bags? Because if you're donating at home at the $100 level, you're helping to fund those holiday cheer bags.
Yeah, so those holiday cheer bags are given out each year at Christmas time. We collect donations to go towards purchasing all of the materials we need, but we send them out to the homebound members in the community who receive our home delivered meal service. And they really are grateful.
Awesome.
This is one thing that they always look forward to receiving, because a lot of times people who are older are kind of lost.
Yep.
They aren't receiving gifts and things from family, so it's nice for them to have people that are giving them gifts and making them smile.
Well, I know that the $26,000 that you've raised so far today, we're going to make more smiles for those folks at Windy Hill. If people want to find out more, of course, givelocalyork.org, search for Windy Hill. Find out all you need, but outside of Give Local York, where can they follow you, find more information?
Social media, we have a pretty big presence on Facebook. We're also on Instagram and of course LinkedIn. So yeah, we have a website, windyhillonthecampus.org, so check that out. But we do post quite a bit on Facebook. So if you follow us on Facebook, you'll know exactly what's going on every day.
Beautiful. Jenna, Tammy, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Good luck the rest of your day. It's
All
going to be
right.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Philip, I think I missed one.
You got a woo! You got a woo!
2 million, let me get this back up on the screen so that you believe me. 2,440,000.
$2.4 million raised, 7,727 donors. Chris, we will be back in 30 seconds with Aaron and Lauren from Logos Academy. All right, guys, we are back. Over $2.4 million raised for 319 organizations from 7,733 donors. I am here with some amazing people from Logos Academy. I have Lauren and Aaron. How's it going so far today, guys?
Awesome.
We're close to 15,000.
Close to I was just pulling up your profile.
Yeah.
Close to 15. That's incredible.
Yeah, and we received $18,000 in matches this year. If we can match dollar for dollar, we'll raise $36,000 this year.
I'm going to dive right into that.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
so if you're following along at home, Logos Academy, search them up at givelocalyork.org. You've got a $2,500 match starting at 3 p.m. from JLS Automation.
Yep.
You've got a Faith, Hope, and Love match. Is there a time on that? Doesn't look like it.
No, until it runs out.
That's
our
incredible.
biggest match.
That's
yeah.
awesome. So there's about $10,000 remaining on that.
Yep.
And then the Logos Academy leadership team, that match is gone. You
Gone.
guys are crushing it.
Yeah.
So Aaron, for those folks that may not be familiar with Logos Academy and the journey that Logos has had over 25 years, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Logos.
Yeah, we started in 1998, two ladies locally that, were concerned about our community and said, we really would think every kid should have access to high quality education and families should have some alternatives. And so we started back in 98 right here in New York City. And our focus has always been on kids who can't afford to be at a private school. So we're a private school for kids that can't afford to be there. We're a Christ-centered school, but we serve any kid in our community. We're really glad to be able to do that. So actually our bylaws, two-thirds of our kids, bylaws state 2/3 of our kids have to come from homes that are kids that are living in poverty. So we raise, it's this year probably $2.5 million plus, to fund that. And it's amazing. We've been around 25 years doing this.
So a lot of your Give Local York fundraising this year is centered around those scholarships. So can you talk a little bit about some of the financial hardships? It says 65% are at or below that poverty level. So you're really using this Give Local York engine, this fundraising machine, to fill some of those scholarships. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, this is Give Local. What we found is a great way for people who kind of know about us to begin to get to know us a little better. I would say for a family, our families, will have an average income of somewhere between the range of $25,000 to $35,000 a year. That's household income. So when they're paying even a couple $1,000s to send their kid to Logos, which is way less than it costs to go to a private school, but at a couple $1,000s, we realize and recognize it's a real hardship. So this is a way for people locally to kind of just help those people along. I mean, literally think, being able to help those kids get there and seeing those kids. I mean, it's so exciting at this stage now. 25 years later, we're watching kids that are adults, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
And following along on social media, you're seeing the evolution of these kids that are going through your program. Obviously, you guys just expanded. Aaron, I want to talk about that in a second. Lauren, can you talk to me a little bit about Give Local and why it's important to Logos. Earlier today, I talked to the York County Safety Collab. I know that you guys have a cool event there tonight.
Yeah.
So tell me about the energy surrounding Give Local and why it's important, not just for the fundraising dollars, but to Logos and the staff and the community.
Yeah, it's important. We are not your traditional private school, as Aaron said, so we're not tuition-based either, so about 11% of our entire budget is tuition revenue. The rest is community fundraised dollars. So Give Local, it's a community event. Logos is a community school, so it's just super important to our Logos community and our broader community to support the students at Logos for their student scholarships.
Yeah, that's great. And I will say I am a neighborhood resident. I live just a block away up the hill. With the recent expansion, I'm absolutely loving the basketball court. My son is hitting that up almost every night. So Aaron, can you talk a little bit about, over the last 5 years, seeing that go from essentially an empty parking lot to now an expansion of Logos, an expansion and a commitment into our neighborhood? What does that mean to you to have seen that through?
It's so cool because, when we launched that campaign in 2020, which was literally in January 2020, and then like 3 months later, COVID hit. Yeah. And so we at the time were like, man, are we going to be able to pull this thing off? And God was gracious, community was really gracious. So an $11 million project, and you mentioned it. I mean, there's so much that it brings to that space. What it ultimately did for us is it gave us more capacity to serve more kids. So our model is a slow growth model. So over the next 10 years, we'll try to add another probably another 200 kids. We'd like to probably be a school of 350 to 400 kids, and not much bigger than that. That gives us a space to house our high school students. It gave us a gym. It gave us outdoor courts. We added the playground. So, and that is a big for us. Like, we want to be really good for everybody in the neighborhood, especially to our close neighbors.
Lauren, can you, before we wrap up, fill people in on what they can expect if they come to the block party tonight, and how can people find out more information about Logos Academy?
Sure. Well, first you can go to our website, logosyork.org, find out more information. Our block party tonight, we're shutting down King Street. We have a dunk tank. Aaron will be in the dunk tank. So if you come for nothing else.
Oh, I might. Now I'm definitely.
You're definitely coming. Yes.
We also have York City Police will be there with their therapy dogs.
Victory.
Great. And you can pay. It's a kissing booth with the therapy dogs.
With the dogs.
Yep, with the dogs. Not the police,
therapy
with the
dogs.
Got it.
Yes, and then we'll also have a petting zoo and other things for kids. It's very family friendly. Kids, awesome. Families, everybody can come on out from 5 to 8.
Yeah. Awesome. So here's my message to you. If you're coming downtown tonight, you're intending to go to First Friday. If you can't find parking 2 blocks away, go to Logos Academy, start your journey at the block party, and then walk on down to downtown York.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Lauren, Aaron, you guys are the best. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Phil.
And good luck today. You guys are well on your way. You got a couple donations while we were talking.
Awesome.
Perfect. Thanks,
Congratulations.
Phil. Thank you.
Guys.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you.
Let's Give Local York 2024. How about that camera angle there, Philip?
I like it. Very cool.
Be back in 30 seconds.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
That is crazy.
It's Give Local York 2024. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. Thrilled to be here leading you guys through this live stream today.
If you need me, you can ask me a question.
Okay.
We are getting things set up for our next organization here, the Northeastern Senior Center. Just getting them in place. Let's take a look at their video here, and then we will bring them on here in just a moment.
At the Northeastern Senior Center, we're more than just a place. We're a lifeline for York County seniors. Every day, we're on a mission to enhance lives and nourish spirits. Through daily activities, exercise classes, and our home-delivered meals program, we're fostering connection and combating loneliness. But we need your help to continue our vital work. Your support during Give Local York will ensure we can provide a welcoming, enriching, and accessible environment for years to come.
All right, guys, almost to $2.5 million, and I am very excited to be joined by Donald and Ann, correct?
That's correct.
And you guys are members of the Northeastern Senior Center.
Yes, sir.
I love that. This is, you have participated, Northeastern Senior Center has participated in Give Local York for a few years now. For people that aren't familiar with the Senior Center, tell us all about it. Let us know what happens up there.
Go ahead.
Well, senior centers are great because many of us are alone, and rather than being in our homes alone, we can go to the center. We can have physical activity, we can have art, we can have games, and the socialization is really great for all of us.
So how long has the Senior Center been in operation?
We just celebrated 50 years.
50 years?
Yeah, we were the
1974.
first- Yep, the first senior center in York County that was a full senior center, which includes home-delivered meals.
That's incredible. So, Donald, why is the Senior Center important to you, and why do you see it being so important in the community?
I see it important because it improves our quality of life. And just new to the area, I've been here maybe a year, and when I first came to Mount Wolf, we were kind of new, didn't know anybody, and our neighbor said, you ought to try the Senior Center. And so we went down to the church, where the Senior Center's in the basement, and we've been going for last year and a half. So basically, rather than sitting home, watching TV, playing on the phone, you know, it's very beneficial for us mentally, you know, to get out of the house and go down to the Senior Center.
That's awesome. And then, Ann, I know you use the center daily, correct? Yes. So you're there daily. It's my understanding the center is looking to move. Why does the center need to move and expand?
Okay, the center needs to move. The big reason is we are not handicap accessible. We are in a basement of a church, and the parking lot, unfortunately, is across a busy street. Mm-hmm. So we are going to move to a handicapped, accessible facility. It does need work, and we're asking for some help in that.
So what are some of the challenges? I know you're looking to install a commercial kitchen. There's some other challenges with the new location, and the fundraising that we're doing today for Give Local York will support that. So what other challenges are you guys facing with that move?
Well, when we bought the church October last year, the roof was fine, but then when the rains came and it got cold, the pipes broke, and a lot of the water damage ruined the walls, ruined the ceiling, ruined the floors, which is all unexpected costs. And so that's one of the ways we're going to use it. The other one is to make it wheelchair accessible from the outside into the church, as well as put an elevator from the first floor down to the basement.
That makes sense.
And so that's where the donations would go for this.
So with the new facility and the amenities that you'll be able to offer, how many new members are you expecting to see utilize the space?
Well, we're moving to another location in Stewartstown, so that opens up that whole area there. And so we really can't say, but it should be quite a few.
I think the records in the past have indicated that at least you get half as many as you have right now. So
that's great. How does what does the home delivered meals program look like, and what area is that currently covering up there in Northeastern?
Well, I just called some home delivered meals customers recently to see how they're doing, and it's very extensive. It goes 100 miles around York County.
Wow.
We have over 130 people that are on this list, and they're very, very grateful to get these meals because a lot of them are wheelchair bound, and they have other problems that they can't get out the door, or they don't have accessible. So yeah, it's a wonderful program, and it's all volunteer deliverers.
All volunteer.
Now, on numbers wise, it's over 1,500 a month.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
What's the best thing for each of you? What's the best part about going to the Senior Center and being a part of that community?
To me, it's the socialization. I mean,
We have many things, that, you know, we have physical activity, we have art, we have games, and, you know, we can identify with other seniors about, you know, things, chat with them. I mean, it's much better than being at home,
Yeah.
like he says.
Yep.
Yeah. I look forward to coming to the, on Mondays we do Socrates Cafe, which are intellectual discussions about topics of the members' choice,
That's awesome.
what we talk about. On Wednesdays, which is our entertainment day, we might have 100 people there at one time. And then I call bingo afterwards. And so and exercise classes. I think it's great to be able to go to the senior center and get the yogas and other dance classes in, you know.
We have just for fun country line dancing once a week.
Yeah.
Chris loves country line dancing, so he might be there at some point.
Yeah.
So I have to ask this question. I love this question and the spirit of this question. If money was no object, if we smash goals this year, next year, what would adding a gymnasium to the center look like for you guys, and how would that impact you know, your experience there?
Well, that would be pretty awesome, because on Thursdays, the people that go to the exercise class with a professional trainee, they have to cross the street and go to the fire hall to do this. But if we had a gymnasium, that and many other activities could be done right at the senior center.
That is incredible. So if you're on givelocalyork.org, you can search for Northeastern. You can see the Northeastern Senior Center. The video that we just watched is there. Some great information about the mission. You guys are part of the Memorial Health Fund stretch pool. Thank you guys so much. Any parting words? What's one takeaway you want people to know about the Senior Center and kind of the impact on the community?
Well, everybody was going to be a senior someday, so.
That's great.
Yeah, I think it's a great
Something
place.
to think about.
It's a great place, and basically what's important to me and is that we're more like a family.
Yeah.
You know, because we're all on a first name basis. I've been to other senior centers, not in York, but where I grew up before, or not grew up, but where I lived before, and it was more cliquish.
Yeah.
And so if you're not in the clique, then you're not doing the thing. So, but Northwestern is not that way.
Well, good. We're going to get a woo here, because for Give Local, every time we pass $100,000, Mr. Pulo woos for us. We're at $2.6 million. But thank you guys so much for your time. We'll see you next year.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Positive Energy believes in the transformative power of dance arts education to promote equity, empowerment, and healing. Not only does it get our children moving, but it gives them the opportunity to be creative, to build confidence, and to be themselves. Dance is a universal language that gives the community a chance to come together and support one another. None of this would be possible without your support. Go to givelocalyork.org to learn more and donate.
We are back. That video is absolutely great. I love all of the energy. Just crossed the $2.6 million threshold for Give Local York 2024. Excuse me. 7,894 donors, 319 organizations. And right now I am going to talk to Amy and Paula. Their organization, Positive Energy Arts, currently sitting at $18,655 raised. Congratulations, first of all. And thank you for your participation in Give Local York. I know you've participated for many years. So let's talk about Positive Energy Arts, talk about how this organization has evolved and what it looks like today.
Well, we started actually in Harrisburg with Bill Shipley and
Tom Fleck.
Tom Fleck, oh my God, thanks, who created the organization because they were concerned about the arts being taken out of schools. And once it was in Harrisburg, then we brought it to York and started with Dance Street, which we put into Mother's Day, did 2 years of Dance Street, and now we've been working in the schools, bringing dance to the city schools, to those children in gym class throughout the York City schools.
That's incredible. And that program is called Dance in the Gym.
Yes.
Right? Tell me about the Children's Movement Circus as well.
So Children's Movement Circus is one of our newest programs, and we were lucky to be able to do it with pre-K counts and in conjunction with both York City School District this year and also Martin Library past summer. And it is an early childhood based program. So thank you to WellSpan for helping us launch that program. We're hoping to return in the fall. And our ultimate goal is to be in the same schools doing Children's Movement Circus for our pre-K kiddos and doing Dance in the Gym for our 3rd and 4th graders at the same time.
And then Give Local York over the last few years has helped enable you to offer the Dance Summer Camp, which is 5 weeks at Martin Library. Talk to us about that.
That is a great opportunity. It's a free program designed for kids from 7 to 15. They come to the library 4 days out of the week, and they learn how to do hip-hop dance. And then at the end of the summer, they present a showcase to their family and friends. But it's an opportunity for them to express their interest in dance and their creative side, a whole variety of things that they get to do while they're there. But it is free, and it is open for those kids for 5 weeks during the summer.
That's so cool. And I'm looking at your Give Local York profile right now. If you go to givelocalyork.org, search for Positive Energy Arts, you'll see them. If you search for Positive, you will also see them. $20 sponsoring a class kit for one child, $50 sponsoring a student to attend a week of the dance camp, $80 getting shoes and supplies, $125 sponsoring the dance camp, covering that registration for 5 weeks, $350 supporting Positive Energy Arts. I have to say, I'm looking at your profile page. We've got the Cultural Arts Alliance match. We've got a lot of great donations. I'm looking at a $15,000 donation, though. Can you tell me a little bit about that, Amy?
That has been an amazing surprise, and we just got the news while we were here. So a big thank you to our former executive director, Saya Brown. We were able to get a $15,000 donation from the Philly Special. So if you don't know who that is, look it up. But thank you to the Eagles players who helped donate. That is really, really exciting, and it blew what record we wanted out of the park for this year, and that is just an exciting accomplishment, so thank you.
That is awesome. So if people want to learn more about all the great stuff that you guys are up to, and I speaking personally, it's been great to see the organization evolve over the years and the impact that you have, especially in the city schools. I love, if people want to learn more about Positive Energy Arts, where can they follow along with your work?
We have a website, www.positiveenergyarts.org. We're on Facebook, PEA York, and that's where we post a majority of our clips from Dance in the Gym, Children's Movement Circus. Right now, our website is getting ready to launch the summer camp registrations, and where we'll be in the fall. We're getting ready to start our loop of the 8 elementary schools in York City again in the fall.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Good luck. Congratulations on that awesome gift. And best of luck for the rest of the day for Give Local.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for coming. See, it's wild for me as a Cowboys fan to be touched by the Philadelphia Eagles, but on Give Local York Day, it's okay. Thank you guys so much, and congratulations.
Thank
Keep
you.
up the good work, all right?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. All right, Philip, we're 6 hours in to our 8 hours of live streaming, and we are sitting with just about 7 hours remaining of Give Local York 2024. Just wanted to give a quick overview of what's still to come here at 3 p.m. You can see the lineup there. We will also, and Philip doesn't know this yet, but I've got a surprise organization coming by. We got a minor schedule shift, so you'll see who that is when they get here. And then at 4 p.m., your boy Ted will be on from Lower Susquehanna Riverkeeper Association. I know we don't pick favorites, but I know that's always one of your favorite.
The 4 p.m. out, and also
look at this 4 p.m.
Building Bridges for Brianna, also an organization that I deeply love. Contact Helpline's great. Penmar Irish Festival, Rainbow Road. This is great.
Yeah,
great.
It's going to be a heck of an afternoon. So we're just really grateful to everyone who's watching. Remember that this is not just a conversation between me and Philip and our guests here. It's a conversation with you at home. So if you're watching, we love putting those comments up on the screen and really showing off where people are watching from. Shout out to our friends in St. Louis that were watching this hour. That was pretty cool. And they've got a Giving Day coming up next week as well. So good luck with Give STL Day. We're going to take a break and let us stretch our legs out a little bit. But we will be back at 3 p.m. I'll see you then, Philip, all right?
Yep.
Thanks for watching. Give Local York 2024 is made possible by the support of our generous sponsors. Our Give Local York host is the White Rose Leadership Institute. Our presenting sponsor is Giant. Our Stretch Pool supporters include the Arthur J. and Lee R. Glatfelder Foundation, Pulo Family Fund, Glatfelder Insurance Group, United Way of York County, Cultural Alliance, York County Community Foundation, Memorial Health Fund, Stewart Companies, M&T Bank, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Rogers & Associates, Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, Republic Services, UPMC, PNC, and Utz Brands. Our Big Give Party sponsor is Rock Commercial Real Estate. Our Stephanie Seaton Scholarship sponsor is White Rose Credit Union. Our kickoff and finale sponsor is WellSpan Health. Our event sponsors include the Yorktown Hotel, Powder Mill Foundation, People's Bank, Wagman, McConkey, Highmark, Univest, CGA Law Firm, Shipley Energy, Graham Group, and Walmart. Our prize sponsors include Fulton Bank, Pennsylvania College of Art and Design, Explore York, First Capital Federal Credit Union, CS Davidson Inc., York Revolution, Members First FCU, Vassio, People's Bank, ACNB Bank, York County Community Foundation, Grit, SEC CPAs and Advisors, Steve and Jen Tansey, Southwire, Financial Advisory Group, Wagman, CNS Wholesale Grocers, CGA Law Firm, OSS Health, Core Design Group, Work in Progress, Highwire Improv, and Jonathan M. Desmaris. Our media partners include Fox 43, Warm 103.3, ABC 27 WHTM, News Talk 93.9, 96.1 SLX, and the York Daily Record. Our event partners include RKL, Lamar, To the T Outfitters, and Stack Communications, I Am Here LLC, Weary Arts Group, and Assorted Studios.